Welcome back, YouTube, to another soccer slash football prediction. It's your boy Freddy Da Silva. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe so you won't miss any of your future soccer predictions. All right. Today I got a 4-game slay. This will be for Wednesday, February 26th. I got Copa del Rey, I have Copa de France, and I have Copa Italia. So let's get straight into it. All right, starting off, I have Real Sociedad versus Real Madrid. Real Sociedad are at home, but Real Madrid are favored, not surprised. As far as injuries, Real Sociedad have 200 players, three players with red card, although I'm not sure if those three players are valid for this match. They could be playing. As far as Real Madrid, they have 200 players and one player with the red card, which is Jude Bellingham, I believe. But I'm not sure if this is for the Champions League, or not the Champions League, my bad, the Copa del Rey. You might want to wait to see what the lineup is, to see if they're there or not. But regardless, that's what the injuries are. Now, as far as the total is sitting at 2.5. Team total points sitting at 0.5 for Real Sociedad and Real Madrid 1.5. Now, the last 5 head-to-head between these two teams, Real Sociedad was only able to beat Real Madrid once. Other than that, 3 of the most recent games between these two teams, Real Madrid did win, and the other one was a tie. But that tie was back in 2023. So this is the first leg, though. Most of the time, and I want to say most, like 90% of the time, first leg always is a tie. Look what happened to Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. I went for Barca, but for some reason, I felt in my heart and in my gut that there was going to be a tie. I decided to go with Barcelona just because they've been killing it every game. And they almost did, but what a coincidence. They tied, right? Same thing goes for this game. Could be, I would not be surprised if it's a tie. But even though I'm a Barcelona fan, I do have to say Real Madrid is a better team here. So I'm going to go with Real Madrid to win. Now, as far as the 2.5, I'm going to be honest with you. I see that happening. I see it going over 2.5. Now, the last 5 head-to-head between these two teams, that 2.5, they only covered it once. 2 most recent times, they did not cover that. But I don't know why I do see this going over 2.5. The 5 most recent games from Real Sociedad, they got 4 wins and 1 L. As far as Real Madrid, they got 3 wins and 2 draws, so they haven't taken an L in the last 5 games, right? Like I said, I don't see this as a tie, and I don't know why I don't see Real Madrid losing here, but this one's going to be a good one too. I'm not going to lie, this one's going to be a good one. Regardless of the situation, I see Real Sociedad scoring a goal because Real Madrid are not that great at stopping the opponent team to score. Their 5 most recent games, their opponents, 4 out of 5, they scored. They scored a goal versus, they scored a goal against Real Madrid. So their defense is not that great. They do allow a goal. So I'm gonna go with Real Sociedad to at least score a goal. Their 5 most recent games, 4 out of 5, they got a goal. So give me, especially at home. They played 3 times in the last 5 games. They played at home, and all 3 of those games they scored. So I see them scoring. It's going to be tough, but I see them making a goal here. So Um, Give me Real Sociedad just to score a goal, or even Real Madrid to score 2 goals because their team total sitting at 1.5, and I see that happening. So either way you chop it here, I see it happening. I see this being like a 3-1, maybe, 2-1 situation. So either way you see it, team total total points over 2.5, I see it happening. Real Sociedad scoring a goal, I see it happening. Real Madrid scoring 1.5 with basically 2 goals, I see it happening. Every way you want to chop it. So you just have to see what pays more. Well, whatever pays more, go for it. Okay, on to the next game, and this for Copa de France. Brest versus Dunker, Dunkerque. I think that's how you pronounce it, Dunkerque. I hope that's how you pronounce it, Dunkerque. Anyway, as far as injuries, Brest only got one questionable. Dunkerque, I think they only had two questionable. And as far as the total, it's sitting at 2.5 right now. It might move to 3. If it does move to 3, I might do under because Breeze, the last 2 games, they cannot get a goal. Duke and Kerr, their last 5 games, they did get a goal, but they were going against second division teams. So as far as a win here, I'm gonna be honest with you. I see Breeze like getting a win. Dunkerque is the second division team. So, and Brest is a first division team. Brest are at home. So I don't know if I mentioned that, but they are at home. And I'm sure they're hungry to get a win because in the last 4 games, they have not been able to win. They got 2 L's and 2 draws. The game that they did get a win was back in February 7th, 2025. So I'm sure they're hungry to get a win here. So, but Dunkerque do score goals though. Their 5 most recent games, they got 4 out of 5. They got goals. So as far as that 0.5, I see it happening. To be honest with you, this could be a 2-1. So if it stays total team points or total points stay at 2.5, I see this going over. If it moves to 3, I'm gonna do under. As far as Breeze 1.5. I do see it happening. Same thing with Dunkerque. I do see a goal from them. So either way you want to chop it, I see it happening. As far as a win, give me Breeze. These 2 teams have not gone head to head, by the way, though. So this is going to be an interesting game. Either way, give me Breeze to win. And as far as points, basically whatever pays the most. If it's at 2.5 over, if it's at 3 under, and or one team total over 1.5 for Brest or Dunkerque 0.5. Okay, that was crazy, but hey, whatever pays more, and I see it happening. So, um, next on the video or next on the list, we have Stade Briochin versus PSG. I'm not even gonna bother with this one. This one's gonna be too easy for PSG. They will get the win. Even though they're not at home, I still see them getting the win. They are favored by a lot. I think the best outcome here, the best prediction right here would be PSG over 2.5. I see them scoring at least 3 to 4 goals. So give me PSG to win. As far as the total on PSG, give me 2.5. Okay, on to the next. We have Coppa Italia. Juventus versus Empoli. Injuries. Juventus sitting with 3 injured players and 1 player with a red card. 3 questionable. Although the player with the red card, I don't know if that matters for this Coppa Italia. Empoli only with 1 injured player, but 3 questionable. So regardless, these 2 teams going at it head to head. The last 5 most recent, they got Juventus winning, draw, Juventus winning, and Empoli winning back in 2023. So that was the first ever win from Empoli versus Juventus. The most recent was 4-1 Juventus winning. But the most recent was back in February 2nd. So was that? No, that was for the Serie A. So this is the Coppa Italia. I see Juventus winning this one. Yeah, they literally played this month, and Juventus ended up winning 4-1. So give me Juventus. They are at home. They are favored. As far as the points, I probably, if right now it's at 2.5. If it stays at 2.5, I think that's the best idea, going over 2.5. If it stays at 3, I might do under because this could be a 3-0 situation. I don't know. I don't see Empoli scoring a goal here, but it could happen. That's too risky for me. I wouldn't touch the 0.5 or Empoli. So, and as far as Juventus, 2.5, that's also risky. So I'd rather do the 2.5 total points if it stays like that. Because even if Juventus scores 2 and maybe Empoli scores 1, that literally brings that, over. So, yeah. So as far as the win here, just give me Juventus to win. And as far as points, like I said, if it's at 2.5, give me over. If it's at 3, I'm not touching it. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope the predictions I gave you, you guys were able to win. I hope you guys were able to make some money. And I'll catch you on the next video. Deuces.